Welcome to the Fox 5, the show that explores Fox Rehabilitation through an original list created by a Fox colleague. And we welcome back to the Fox 5, Fox Rehabilitation physical therapist, clinical practice leader of university relations, and site coordinator of clinical education, the one, the only, Steph Walker. Welcome back.
Thank you, Jim. I'm also impressed with how you're able to say all of the titles. It's definitely a tongue twister.
No, I think you and Joe, who has also been on the Fox 5, have the longest titles with Fox Rehabilitation.
Yeah, we do. It's definitely it's a lot, but you nailed it. So we're all good.
It's like one of those titles where you have to turn around the business card.
Yeah, so like, oh, and this.
All right, so Steph, this time around, what is your Fox 5?
This time my Fox 5 is going to be 5 ways to go from being a student with Fox to becoming a Fox clinician.
And I would imagine you see this a lot because you work in university relations. So you work with the students, and a lot of those students end up working with Fox.
Yep. So I am in charge of basically placing all of our students with the clinical instructors on the teams. So yeah, I kind of work with them throughout the student program and throughout their clinical, and then kind of talk to them about how they can become a Fox clinician. So yeah, I feel pretty confident with my tips here.
All right, you ready to dive into it?
Yes.
All right, so what is number 1 on your Fox 5?
So my first one would be to watch a virtual ICE. So we offer to universities a thing called the virtual ICE. And basically it's when a class will watch a live treatment session through Teams. So we will get connected with a clinician and they will watch a live treatment session. So a lot of our university partners set this up with us. However, if your specific university does not have one set up, you could always, reach out to Fox, and we could either have you individually as a student sit on any of the ones that we already have scheduled with other universities, or we could get connected with one of your professors and set up a virtual ICE with the university.
And before we get to the next one on your Fox 5, can you break down the acronym ICE?
Yes. So our virtual ICE, the ICE stands for Integrated Clinical Experience. So it's just a different clinical experience that you can have outside of actually coming to us for an in-person clinical.
And saying ICE sounds a lot cooler than the long form.
A lot easier.
Yeah, and easier. So Steph, that brings us to number 2 on your Fox 5.
So number 2 would be to actually apply for a clinical with us. So we do have an application process. It's very short. We ask about 2 questions. What got you interested in Fox and why you want to have a clinical with us. So very basic. And then once we review your application, we place you with a clinical instructor. So to become a student, you have to apply. So that is probably a major step.
So we're Team Fox. I want you to add an extra question. Why wouldn't you do a clinical with Fox Rehabilitation?
Exactly.
Come on now. All right. Steph, that brings us to number 3 on your Fox 5.
So number 3 would be, if you do apply for a clinical, then to actually shadow other therapists on the team. So let's say you're a PT student and you come on and your CI is a PT. I think it's really important to also shadow our counterparts. So shadow an occupational therapist, shadow a speech language pathologist. You want to see, the team that you're going to be working with if you were to come on as a Fox clinician. And we offer those opportunities. So all you have to do is ask.
And then that brings us to number 4 on your Fox 5.
Number 4 would be to attend team events or team happy hours. It's a great way to connect with other clinicians on the team. It's a great way to meet the regional director, who would probably be interviewing you, the regional quality assurance liaison. So I think really attending those events and putting your name out there is a great way to kind of make those connections.
I don't know if there's any Fox 5 super fans out there, but your Fox 5s always build up a little bit of a story.
Yeah, this is definitely a step to a story.
Because what you're crafting is, by the time you're done with your clinical rotation, you should know if you want to work with Fox or not, because there's so much that you see throughout that clinical rotation and being a Fox student with us.
Yeah, you're really learning like if you actually like this setting, if you actually like the Fox model, and if it's somewhere that you could see yourself working. And I think if you do a lot of the steps that I've already mentioned, you'll have a good understanding of like, okay, this is where I belong. So,
And does that bring us to number 5 on your Fox 5?
yes. So, number five would be again, kind of adding to the story after your student clinical. Sorry, my work phone just started ringing.
No, that's good. That's
Um,
good.
yep. But after your student clinical, you can ask, or I will ask you, so it can be a vice versa thing, if you want to be connected to a clinical career specialist. So when you get connected to a clinical career specialist, they basically speak to you about, what's available in the area or territory that you're interested in working for. They can speak to you more about, the benefits that Fox offers, the different mentorships that Fox offers. They're able to just give you even more information about what it means to become a Fox clinician. And they also help guide you through, the application process, setting up an interview with the regional director. We really like to put emphasis on our students who come through the clinicals because we know that you have a really good understanding of what we have to offer at Fox. And if you're interested, we really want to try to find an opportunity for you.
So you're saying if you go from student to Fox clinician, at some point, that person is going to cross paths with you.
Yes. Me or my coworker, Joe, or my coworker, Nicole, who works with all the occupational therapist students. So you will come in contact with one of the three.
And you're lucky. You're lucky to talk to either of the three because they're all great.
Yes, I agree with that.
All right. So, Steph, thank you for another excellent Fox 5. You spoke of team gatherings.
Yes.
There's one in New York City in a couple weeks.
Oh.
I might not be able to attend because it's on the same day. It's on the same day as my 20th wedding anniversary.
Okay, priorities.
Yeah.
Maybe you could stop by with your wife,
We'll
celebrate
see.
with the team, and then celebrate together.
All right. So that's an option, but I'm letting you know if that option does not work out, that's why I won't be there.
I understand.
Yes. All right. So for Steph Walker, my name is Jim Shear, and we will see Yins later.